I'm watching this video. I'm gonna continue watching this video, and then we should be done. I knew it. Hold up. Yeah, let me mute that completely. Just mute that completely. Keep it muted. Okay. We should be good. Alright. Like literally, like muted. There we go. Y'all can still hear me.
You've now blocked.
Still hear that. We're good. We are good. I'm just making sure every corner is checked off for me. Yeah, very good.
Out, and now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now the Tootsie, they done skipped. They done skipped all the steps. They condensed it.
Wow.
So you got the cocaine in there, and then you got the ketamine in there, and they say that some of the dealers add the ecstasy in there. Now the Viagra, you still got to take that solo. But with the Tootsie, you got all of that. The gay cocktail, off cocktail, in the one thing. And the reason why it's pink is because they put the food coloring in it. They think, he said he think they got it from the Breaking Bad. You remember how they was making the meth, and they made it a special color, so they done that with the Tootsie.
Wow.
It's the food coloring.
You think that...
As if you need more. When did high not get high enough? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, to the point where you have to fly it across, like, I need that here tonight. Can you get that here? Like, no...
I need that here. You got 3 drugs. Powerful drugs. And food coloring.
Shit. Okay.
You are numb. You are wired. You pop that Viagra, you a f***ing machine. You anything. You a brick wall, wouldn't even feel it.
I'm sure there's footage of that. There's footage of that.
Like real rap. Like that right there is like, that's like anything. You are wired. You pop that Viagra, you a f***ing machine. Anything. You a brick wall, wouldn't even feel it.
I'm sure there's footage of that. There's footage of that.
Like real rap. Like that right there is like, that's like, you know, cut me open right now, man. I ain't even gonna bleed. Like it's wild. Like this Tootsie shit. Now I see how Young Miami can take all that pressure. She on the Tootsie. They be thinking these is over here like killing the game. They don't feel nothing, that's why they do it. Okay?
Young Miami put out a tweet a while back and basically was into it with, I guess, one of Diddy's other women. Mm-hmm. And she basically said, if I wanted you to eat my cat, Diddy would have had you on your knees by now.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that was really like her telling on herself before she knew things were gonna hit the fan?
No,
like
I think that was her being herself because she's a dumb.
Damn.
I think she was just telling the truth because it's almost as rough as Nicki Minaj with females out here. I hear she lace front all the time. Snatching up and throwing them in her nasty ass twat. Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your victims be saying? Carisha, please?
Oh man. Damn. Okay.
Please, Carisha, stop, Carisha, please.
So you're saying that Carisha is...
She's a predator no different than Nicki Minaj.
Hey.
She likes that shit. That shit turns her on. Wild bitch.
So you...
All the time. almost as rough as Nicki Minaj with females out here. I hear she lace front. I think that was her being herself because she's a dumb.
Damn.
I think she was just telling the truth because almost as rough as Nicki Minaj with females out here. I hear she lace front all the time. Snatching up and throwing them in her nasty ass twat. Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your victims?
Damn.
I think she was just telling the truth because almost as rough as Nicki Minaj with females.
Before she knew things were gonna hit the fan,
No,
like Cat, Diddy would have had you on your knees by now. Do you think that was really like her telling on herself before she knew things were gonna hit the fan?
No,
like
I think that was her being herself because she's a dumb.
Damn.
I think she was just telling the truth because almost as rough as Nicki Minaj with females out here. I hear she lace front all the time. Snatching up and throwing them in her nasty ass twat. Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your victims be saying? Carisha, please.
Oh man. Damn. Okay.
Please, Carisha, stop, Carisha, please.
So you're saying that Carisha is
She's a predator no different than Nicki Minaj.
Hey.
She likes that shit. That shit turns her on. Wild bitch. And her in the sexy red and the Sukianas and all this shit. The saucy Santanas. The whole fucking lot of them. Got sadist. I know a Punisher when I see one. I was a Punisher one time in my life. You know, it takes one to know one. And I used to be hard on but these bitches, they doing shit I wouldn't do. So that's why you got the Tootsie. You know?
Bring in the gorilla. Bring in the gorilla.
They say that's why you see this distance between Young Miami and JT, that she kind of saw it coming.
Oh, JT a punk. All of them city bitches. Because JT could have been put a stop to this shit. JT want to sit up there and act like she worried about Carisha, but at the same time, you know what she doing. Why ain't you called this out yet? Pull her in off the ledge. That bitch is over the edge. Like, you can't complain about this sitting here playing in your face when all you gotta do is tell the truth. Shut that whole shit down.
So when they list Carisha as a sex worker in the latest...
She is a sex... Her and JT. What don't y'all understand?
To be on payroll.
How many ways do I have to say it? These is wild. They pay big to do damage and procure victims. They're sex traffickers, and all of these bitches is whores. Sex worker. $250,000 a month to do strange shit at will. You couldn't wait for Cassie to run. You couldn't wait to be in Cassie's shoes. Carisha, please.
So why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time.
Puffy, why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next. Who's next?
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D Haven. He actually hit us up.
Wants to be R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone with him.
You did.
And then got ran into, and then I got thrown in a hospital by my insane husband, who's working for YouTube to make his mama proud.
So wait, Jag, I'm just curious because with Diddy,
You mean?
with Diddy settling within 24 hours, which has never been heard of, 30 million, or the lawsuit was 30, undisclosed amount. But
He
within,
knew for 30 days that shit was fitting to happen.
within 24
He could have paid that 30 million before.
Yeah, why? Let that hit the fan. Did he?
Because he's Diddy.
He called a bluff?
Because yeah,
People, he should have enough money to
he
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch, no matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God.
All right.
He ain't doing shit. I raped the f out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people,
Yeah.
blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that be like shooting people,
Yeah.
blowing up cars?
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him or is that people
Shout
running?
out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening with Wendy Williams? You think this is all connection to?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
to play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, no. Hey.
The oosh goss, whoosh wash.
Bop.
Orlando's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all spent time with him.
we did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No, I can only.
That he does is a character. Actually,
Talking facts. Talking facts. He's an actor.
The shit he does with this character. Y'all spent time with him.
We did.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No. I can only...
That shit he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
You know? We seen Quiet on set.
Major pain in his ass. Literally. Since he was a kid.
Man.
And then eating milk, running the fuck around, talking about expensive pain in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy 5.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period.
Wait a minute.
His ass.
Wait, this is...
Talking about expensive pain, running the fuck around.
Man.
And then eating milk, running the fuck around, talking about expensive pain in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy 5.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy 5. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. Nicki put that out there.
Put out was real.
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh,
The
somebody that got
bouncer.
paid?
Yeah, he said like I was
Yeah,
standing
somebody
outside the door.
that got paid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
Wait, what?
From his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a wiping away like it wasn't seminal fluid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in.
No. No. I don't know what you're talking about. And I ain't never heard of this. And now I gotta look it up on Google. Because, you know, Google's my best friend. There's no way in hell. No. This shit gotta be fake.
News, if you guys are new to the choked out by Post Malone. Now, this whole thing is interesting because these guys were having a good old time in H-Town. That's where I live. And Bieber was up there singing White Iverson with Post Malone, one of the best breakout songs of 2015, I must say. Now, I don't know if Justin Bieber got a little bit too friendly because word on the street is that he decided to use Post Malone's arm as a ashtray. And later in the day, when he did that, Post Malone choked him out. I want you guys to take a look at this picture. Let's freaking zoom in on Justin Bieber's face. He's looking like he just saw God. I think God just came back in the body form as Post Malone, and he is grabbing the devil that is Justin Bieber. Now, what's funny about this picture, you got Odell Beckham right to the right-hand side, and I don't know these other...
I don't see no such thing. Interesting.
In a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
I don't know nothing about that.
The images are there.
Diddy Five.
I don't see those images, man. Cheesy. Trey. No doubt. Yeah, I see no such thing. I see no such thing. I don't see it. I see it, but I don't like see what that shit like.
Hashtag no Diddy.
Hashtag no
It
Diddy.
don't look like he was.
Do you have any views on Usher? Because a lot of things have come back to where
Usher.
they talk about his.
Usher, I'm tired of Usher.
Oh, okay.
Goofy bitch.
Oh,
Got your asshole ripped open and the only thing it inspired was loyalty? They ripped your ass open. Gene didn't say it. He said, check the records at the hospital. I'm saying it. You got your ripped open. Then you take Justin Bieber from Lily White, Canada, and take him to the flavor of Fuck Off, the Kitty edition. Get his ripped open. Now everything's coming out, and the first thing you do is run the Bali with another kitty rape who works with the man, L.A. Reid, that sent you to the Diddy flavor freak off.
not the flavor.
Now you got Justin Bieber breaking up relationships and shit. He sucked Odell Beckham dick at the club, and the next thing you know, he don't even want Kim no more. That's what they learned at the freak off. How to steal bitch niggas.
Now you said no Diddy, but it seems like there is Lil Rod has come out who he produced the Love album, and it seems like he has recordings, pictures of a whole year and a half.
Smart guy.
Year and a half with Diddy, not getting paid to where he's
Smart
like.
guy.
It seems like you can't say no to Diddy the way he's putting it out. Like there's a lot of things like, why didn't he say no?
Yeah, that you don't go. You don't go. Why go? They gonna drug you.
Lace, yeah.
You gonna ask for a glass of water, it's gonna be laced with that Tootsie. Let the good times roll. Like if I knew that there's a possibility that I might get raped and drugged if I go to this party, and I go anyway, I just wish they would tell all these little niggas the truth, you know? When they court them with the record deals and the contracts and the chains and the cars and the girls, and I wish they would tell them the truth. Listen to me. All you gotta do is let these 8 fuck the dog shit out of you tonight. I get all that for you tomorrow. Cause that's what's gonna happen. Like, why can't you be up front? You know?
I didn't believe this until I watched a Nickelodeon documentary where the kids were, you know, basically not, I don't want to say groomed, but they were technically assaulted based on saying, hey, here's the contract. They don't tell us up front, but they say, oh yeah, this guy is gay, but he's touchy-feely. They warn you. And on one of the episodes where a father said,
I just want to let you know, before you do this scene, this man is a predator. Okay? If you see something, say something, okay? But nobody wants to hear it. Like the fuck.
To put someone's career on the line. To say, hey,
that's what they
if
do.
you don't do this, you're not gonna go higher than this.
That's what they do. You know how many times I've heard it?
That's what I was gonna ask. You're in the industry.
Yeah.
Did they ever say, if come in this room, Jack?
Yeah, I was
let's
told.
get down.
Yeah, I was told.
And you will see some doors open.
I was drugged by a rapper that I knew. I won't say his name and I won't say the name of his group. Really doesn't matter. Nobody remembers them anyway anymore. Shame. They were awesome. They put him on me. He had the camera set up in the room. He drugged me. He did everything he was supposed to do. He just felt guilty about it in the morning. So he gave me the tape. And they got dropped 6 months later from their label. And nobody's ever heard of them again. And they was some dope ass motherfuckers. Shout out to him for that. He ain't had to give me that tape.
Wow. But the fact he recorded it, oh man.
He had to. He had to. It was either that or lose the deal. So he did it, but he gave me the tape. Wow. And he lost his deal anyway.
Is that commonplace in the industry?
Absolutely.
A cocktail recording.
Absolutely. And nobody's ever heard of him again. And shame. They were awesome. They put him on me. He had the camera set up in the room. He drugged me. He did everything he was supposed to do. He just felt guilty about it in the morning. So he gave me the tape. And they got dropped 6 months later from their label. And nobody's ever heard of them again. And they was some dope ass motherfuckers. Nobody's ever by a rapper. Yeah.
Did they ever say, "If come in this room, Jack"?
Yeah, I was
let's
told.
get down.
Yeah, I was told.
And you will see some doors open.
I was drugged by a rapper that I knew. I won't say his name and I won't say the name of his group. Really doesn't matter. Nobody remembers them anyway anymore. Shame. They were awesome. They put him on me. He had the camera set up in the room. He drugged me. He did everything he was supposed to do. He just felt guilty about it in the morning. So he gave me the tape. And they got dropped 6 months later from their label. And nobody's ever heard of them again. And they was some dope ass motherfuckers. Shout out to him for that. He ain't had to give me that tape.
Wow. But the fact he recorded it, oh man.
He had to. He had to.
Oof.
It was either that or lose the deal. So he did it, but he gave me the tape. Wow. And he lost his deal anyway.
Is that commonplace in the industry?
Absolutely.
A cocktail recording.
Absolutely.
Receipts.
Let me tell you something. Cocaine and champagne, they used to call it the South Beach diet. Like if you ever heard anybody 15 years ago talk about the South Beach diet, cocaine and champagne. When I first started staying at the Mondrian, I'll never forget, I was so glad when they stopped bringing it. But
Shit.
when I would get my breakfast tray,
It was, look.
they would have cocaine on my tray.
Fuck this.
They would have weed on my tray. They would have pills on my tray. You know?
Just whatever you partake in.
No, they didn't know. They would have cocaine on my tray. They would have weed on my tray. They would have pills on my tray. But when I would forget, I was so glad when they stopped bringing it. But when I would get my breakfast tray, they would have cocaine on my tray. They would have weed on my tray. They would have pills on my tray. You know?
Just whatever you partake in.
No, they didn't know. They just put everything on there so you could pick something. I always took the weed. Rest of the shit, I would leave. You know, weed. So glad when they stopped bringing about the. Like if you ever heard anybody 15 years ago talk about the South Beach diet, cocaine and champagne. When I first started staying at the Mondrian, I'll never forget, I was so glad when they stopped bringing it. But when I would get my breakfast tray, they would have cocaine on my tray. They would have weed on my tray. They would have pills on my tray. You know?
Just whatever you partake in.
No, they didn't know. They just put everything on there so you could pick something. I always took the weed. Rest of the shit, I would leave on the tray and I would push it back out to the hall. 15 times, my breakfast was served like that.
Wow.
At my $750 room, you know, a night room at the Mondrian on Sunset Boulevard. They stopped sending it because they realized I always sent it back and all I took was the weed.
for some of the women who went through those same things, waited 15 years to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts to that? To where they didn't talk about it then, but now when lawsuits come up,
why would they talk about it then?
A lawsuit is a lawsuit. I mean,
but why would they talk about it? That's a good question. Why would they talk about it? Who is there to go to? Who's gonna fucking help them? What HR department do you know of that works for any of these labels?
Yeah.
When have you ever heard of a sexual harassment suit being publicly acknowledged in the entertainment industry at all? Never. Sports? Not in entertainment.
Tupac. Remember that one? That was.
He was the only one.
Yeah.
You saw how that turned out.
Yeah. That was
Yeah. No, guilty.
That's why they do it. To make you an example. To remind you what they're willing to do to keep things the way they want them. It's intimidation. I want you to think about this. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him. And so he could, enacting Hype Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him. And so he could, not in entertainment. That's why they do it. To make you an example. To remind you what they're willing to do to keep things the way they want them. It's intimidation. I want you to think about this. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him. And so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now, I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it. Think of the power of that moment. Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you? You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend? Claudia.
So, Jack, when you say...
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress.
Yeah.
Who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the fuck was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is fucking you. And the boss's boss don't get no fuck. Who the fuck was he selling? Kimura, who like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the fuck was these people supposed to go to? You can't go to the boss because the boss is fucking you. And the boss's boss don't get no fuck. Can't go to the authorities. They're all bought and paid for. You could try to get a special prosecutor, but they'll just pay somebody to reassign him to another case. Where the fuck you go when you get f***ed over by the industry? Nowhere. That's where you go nowhere, which is where people like me step in. You right, I go to Diddy parties to walk mother out, cause ain't nobody stopping me when I come.
It seemed like it's men who.
They not men. I'm a bisexual woman. I'm the B in the LGBTQ plus and it's XYZ. A gay man is a gay man. A sexual being is a sexual being. A sodomite is a predator. If it don't apply, let it fly.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
Period.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
If it don't apply, let it fly. Period. What's we supposed to call these fairy ass bitches? Let's talk about the problems that black women are having being able to recognize what a real black man looks like. You're lusting after LL Cool J. You're lusting after Diddy. You're lusting after Jay-Z. You're lusting after Dwayne. I now want to be a woman since it looks cute. Being able to recognize what a real black man looks like. Period. What's we supposed to call these fairy ass bitches? Let's talk about the problems that black women are having being able to recognize what a real black man looks like. You're lusting after LL Cool J. You're lusting after Diddy. You're lusting after Jay-Z. You're lusting after Dwayne. I now want to be a woman since it looks cute on my son. I mean daughter. You got fucking wills. All these fucking... That's who you lust after. And that's what you go after. You don't go after a real black man. You go for act like the... And then you wonder why you get dogged the out. He don't need you. What you there for? To wear white fingernails and hold big black... That probably suck better than you. Like, let's talk about Gabrielle Union right now.
Yeah, let's go. Cause
that probably suck better than you. He don't need you. What you there for?
11. Make a wish.
To wear white fingernails and hold big black... That probably suck better than you. Like, let's talk about Gabrielle Union right now.
yeah, let's go. Cause
Now, the last time I sat on this blue couch, I had some very specific things to say about the Wade household.
yes, you did.
What has happened since I spoke?
In my opinion, it got worse. It's a little more out of control.
They said I was jealous. They said I said everything that I said because I was jealous of Gabrielle Union.
Bro, cause
And then you wonder why you get dogged the out. He don't need you. What you there for? To wear white fingernails and hold big black... That probably suck better than you. Like, let's talk about Gabrielle Union right now. Like, let's talk about Gabrielle Union right now.
Yeah, let's go. Cause
Now, the last time I sat on this blue couch, I had some very specific things to say about the Wade household.
yes, you did.
What has happened since I spoke?
In my opinion, it got worse. It's a little more out of control.
They said I was jealous. They said I said everything that I said because I was jealous of Gabrielle Union. She the black Kris Jenner. She done turned her husband into a He wants to be a woman. That's why they're getting divorced. She went on Twitter cussing out Diddy and then deleted it because Diddy want to throw Dwayne a divorce freak off. Why is it a problem? He been freaking off. Why you care? You was at the freak off with it. And I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of that.
Hold up. I didn't know all
Let's
this
be
was going
real.
down with
Let's
you.
be real.
This knew this was a and then she pretended he wasn't. And then she pretended that she had the perfect life while she's splitting bills with a you doing the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions while you and your I want to be a husband convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract. And we all know what Disney does to children. Imagine this mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions while you and your I want to be a husband convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract. And we all know what Disney does to children. Imagine what they do to trans kids.
No, I don't want to imagine.
That's where you want to send your child?
Oof.
But you cut the real mama out. I'm jealous of this bitch. This is a power bottom. He's sucking just like you are. And they high on that Tusi and they having unprotected sex. This is sucking all night. Then he come home and he kiss you with that mouth.
Yeah. It's
E. coli kisses. I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous. E. coli want to be have a fair. Why is it a problem? He deleted it because Diddy want to throw Dwayne a divorce freak off. Why is it a problem? He been freaking off. Why you care? You was at the freak off with it. And I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of that. Let's be real.
let's be real.
This knew this was a and then she pretended he wasn't. And then she pretended that she had the perfect life while she's splitting bills with a you doing the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions while you and your I want to be a husband convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract. And we all know what Disney does to children. Imagine what they do to trans kids.
No, I don't want to imagine.
That's where you want to send your child?
Oof.
But you cut the real mama out. I'm jealous of this bitch. This is a power bottom. He's sucking just like you are. And they high on that Tusi and they having unprotected sex. This is sucking all night. kiss you with that mouth?
Yeah.
E. coli kisses. I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of kissing a suck. I'm jealous of that.
Okay.
I'm just. Who gonna be jealous? Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, I wanna too. I wanna play dress up with my husband in my closet only.
So let me ask you, because I look at Gabriel Union, and when you mention things like Jay-Z's time is coming for him, then I look at Beyonce, and I say that women do have
that country album, and any of you that buy that shit, stupid as shit.
You don't give it no
trap
credit.
music with goddamn a holster and a hat.
But she remade Jolie.
That bitch. I'm gonna tell you the song she should have remade. It's a hit. It would have done great for her. She should have tried it on. Tammy Wynette. Classic. Stand by your man. Don't act like you don't know that hell. Remake that. Stand by that. That's a real country hit. Jolene, nice. But it has a ring to it. Stand by your man. Yeah. Whoops you and disrespects you with other like Kathy Coriana White.
All right, well, let's do it like
who was
this.
actually carrying his baby while you was spanking it. Why your husband don't want to put his shit? Jolene, nice. But it has a ring to it. Stand by your man. Yeah. Whoops you and disrespects you with other like Kathy Coriana White.
All right, well, let's do it like
who was
this.
actually carrying his baby while you was spanking it. Spanking it. Why your husband don't want to put his seed inside of you? He put it in everybody else.
Lie. That's tough. She cooked. She cooked. Come on, see, what is this game that I've been seeing? What is this? Oh, voice playing?
God, I'm so excited for Ghost Runner 2. So, many of you might remember, Ghost Runner was one of my favorite games of the year when it came out. I gave it a 90% on the moist meter, I think. It was either a 90 or a 95%. Fucking love Ghost Runner. So I was super excited for Ghost Runner 2. And it turns out the Ghost Runner developers were also fans of Godslap. So they reached out to us a few months back. I don't know, it's been a little bit now. They reached out to us about doing something with Godslap to cross over like Godslap with Ghost Runner. And it was a little far along to do something like crazy, like put Godslap characters in the game or anything like that. So instead, we came up with a more interactive idea for the community. So basically, in the game, there's 10 Godslap Easter eggs. There are 10 hidden Godslap hands in there where, here, hold on, let me pull up their sheet so I can give you all the right detail. So there's 10 hidden. And if you find all 10 and confirm it with the team, you win a special Ghost Runner katana, of which there's only 8 in the world made. Well, 7, kinda. So, I can't really show it super well. Fuck. I can't do it justice because of the webcam. So if you find all 10 of the God Slap Easter eggs in the game, and they verify that it's real, you found all 10, and you were one of the first to find it, you'll get the matching Ghost Runner katana. So we'll be like brothers and sisters, only closer. And I just thought it was so fucking cute, because this is so cool. So, yep. This isn't, like I said, this isn't a sponsored stream or anything. It's just a really cool crossover that they wanted to do with Godslap, and I am so thankful for it because I think it is great. I think it is super fucking cool. So yeah, if any of you are planning on playing Ghost Runner 2, try and go out of your way to explore as much as possible because maybe you can find all 10 and win it. So all you have to do is tweet it at them with the proof that you found it, and tag them, and tag the Godslap Twitter account. Godslap's our comic series. It's not a game, it's our comic series. Badass as fuck geek would be really nice. Just on the shelf, I can hang it on the wall. Hooks for it so I can put it on the wall. So it's not just on the shelf, I can hang it on the wall.
Been given many names. But
20.
that last one.
Thanks, Shay.
That
Well, I know so many. It'll be own rise of
20 minutes ago. The attack started about 20 minutes ago. The reactor team managed to contact us before they
Hey,
went
hope you're doing
down,
well,
but there's
Kieran.
no way our
Kyron.
reinforcements can beat the hammers to the central chamber. Except for you. Report once you're in position.
It's gonna take me a minute to get used to it again.
in position.
Hi, Jackie. Let's get rolling. The hammers have a hell of a head start. No time to do it the
I was
usual way.
nasty at Ghost
I'll be
Runner
your
1 though.
handler on this one.
That's not necessary.
Sure it is, Jackie. I've always
Also, the
wanted to work
speed
more
run for
closely
Ghost
with
Runner
you.
1 was
Don't
fucking
take it
fire.
away from me. Ah, it's getting tricky. But you should be fine if you use your,
I know.
Easy 2 for 1? God, I'm already so clean with it. Like, I thought I'd have to warm up.
What do they know with the reactor?
This is gonna be another massive
$1 million
speedrun game.
question, Jackie. Best case
This really
scenario,
sounds like I'm sponsored by them, but I'm not. I'm actually just a fan. I know they're doing a speedrun bounty challenge for it.
Problem is,
It's... I'm gonna look it up. It's 10K, right? They're doing a $10,000 speedrun challenge for this when it releases. I think it's 10K. Let me look it up real quick. Why can't I find it? It was on their Twitter, right? Am I having a psychotic episode? Yeah. Ghost Runner 2 $10,000 speedrun challenge. It's on speedrun.com. It wasn't their Twitter. It starts when the game releases, and it goes until November 9th. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Joey. I didn't know they were actually shitty ports.
since the Saruman
That's a shame they didn't do Metal Gear
the hammers
justice.
have changed.
Changed how?
God, this is so fucking
Be a regular
satisfying.
base-based bozos. Predictable and easy to manage. If they stepped out of line, you just bait them with a carrot, then whack them with a stick, and the wheels keep turning. But now, they work differently. Now they have an agenda. The bozos with agendas are the worst. They no longer want my carrots. Good thing you whack harder than a stick.
Oh, god damn it. Unlucky. So that's the thing, if you get hit once, you're fucked. Which I think is much more fun. Wasn't there one more?
So much chrome on these guys. Wonder if you've cut any of them before.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Hold on, I forgot to turn off the motion blur. Thanks.
I wouldn't know.
My bad.
Who is he again?
Ahriman? A major hard-ass. Judging by the fact he single-handedly butchered all the Hammerstone fighters to take control, allegedly. Look, the guy can fight.
Yeah, no. I think motion blur always needs to be turned off. I agree.
Don't you worry. With our powers combined, we counter him on every level.
Ooh.
But don't you worry. With our powers combined, we counter him on every level. Besides, he might not show up in person.
I've got a feeling he will.
You just had to jinx it, didn't you?
Shit. Clean.
Bloodthirsty fuckers.
Not smooth, but we still got there in the end.
Time for your ninja rope to shine.
My what?
You know, the grappling hook, gun, implant.
It's called Gap Jammer.
That's the one, yeah. Look, I know this ain't your first rodeo. I just want to help. Keep things smooth.
Why is the reactor
It
up
just
all
feels so
this?
fucking good.
How should
I
know?
love the speed of
Who's
Ghost Runner.
clear engineer to you? Maybe plasma
I'm glad they
can't
kept
fall
everything
Or
intact.
maybe the architect wanted
Oh,
to keep it
shit.
as close to... Or maybe
write
the
it.
architect wanted to keep it as close to himself as possible. Far away from this dirty,
God damn it.
dirty working class. Far away from this dirty, dirty working class.
Thanks for the the resub shaman. I'm kind of going crazy. Oh, damn! I didn't catch the boost. I thought I would.
Okay.
Is this a secret area? Oh no, this takes me. Oh, this is like the right way to go. Nice, easy. Someone. Oh, this is a hidden challenge area. Oh no, it's the terminal. Damn it. That was too slow. Oh well, I don't need to be perfect yet. We're still just warming up. Did I miss one? Oh my god, I did. I went the wrong way. My goose is cooked. Cringe. Didn't even get bronze. Love to see that. Thanks, silly. Huge. I went the wrong way. I ended up getting mixed around.
By the old guard last month, and then
Church
Simply.
problem.
Just one. We're still just in tutorial.
Stood.
Crashed the computer with it last time. Oh. This was I on direct. Okay, put the cart before the horse. Well, $1,000. Jump while holding slide, you go way further and fast. Slide jump. It's easier if you set crouch or dash to a mouse button. It's kind of big brain. I'll try it without first though.
Reach what hands failed to grasp. May mind pierce the darkness where eyes failed.
So unnecessary.
Let him. He made it happen. May will overcome where flesh and steel stumbled.
okay. I know this doesn't look good, but I've got over 50 guys on the way. Just hang in there. Don't let them leave.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Okay, I
Just
just sent a quick
stall for
text
time.
before Matt went to bed.
May a new kindred
I was really still listening.
rise where its fathers perished. May we be free at long last. Master, the Ashura are here to serve you. What is going on? We came back for you.
The tyrant is long gone, Mitra.
Dharma is weak now. What? How much time has passed? It's not safe here, Master.
Oh, thanks for the 10
Let's
gifted
go.
subs, Bushy.
You! Lay down your weapons, now!
This is my first boss fight?
A number. Let me put it down, Master. Will Bushido allow it?
It will now.
I've got to talk to Bushido real quick. I'm tapping into the ancient ways of the blade. I've got to talk.
Will Bushido allow it? A number. Let me put it down, Master. Will Bushido allow it?
It will now.
I've got to talk to Bushido real quick. I'm tapping into the ancient ways of the blade.
May we be free!
Quick.
Will now.
I've got to talk to Bushido real quick. I'm tapping into the ancient ways of the blade.
May we be free!
That guy looks like a bitch. What a strong start. What a strong start. I even knew that was coming too, I could tell. What was it? Dash into an immediate jump slide.
Trying number.
Yeah, you're right. I will change my mouse button. I'm fucked. Let me do that now. I want to try that tech.
Close my eyes.
So,
I wouldn't know it's leading me. You cannot stop.
now I need to remember that I've changed this.
Reckoning is at hand.
Okay, I can see how that works.
You call that speed?
Play this.
Once I get the timing right, it's just muscle memory. Oh my god. Buzz Lightyear Johnny Sins? My man.
Who are you?
Oh, I didn't see him shooting at me.
Good.
I tried the slide and I just keep forgetting. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that change. Some memory. Oh my. Once I get the timing right, it's just muscle memory. Oh my god. Buzz Lightyear Johnny Sins? My man.
Who are you?
Oh, I didn't see him shooting at me.
Good.
I tried the slide and I just keep forgetting. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to that change. Nope, that's my friend. Can I parry a boss? Oh.
You gotta zip up there.
Unlucky. Ugh, why? Not like this. Not like this. Was I on Direct 12? Is that one of the things you mentioned, Dankin? Is that because of Direct 12? I don't remember if I switched or not. Yeah. Wait, where am I? Saved. Had a ton of stutters. Alright, well I'm on 11 for sure this time, so we should be fine. I'm imagining it saves that spot. Nope. Not quite. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, right here. Sorry. Oh.
All that speed. You're no runner.
He hasn't done that big move yet. Oh, okay. He refused to use it that time. He said, "I'm sorry I crashed the computer with it last time, Charlie. I won't use it again." You're an honorable warrior, Ariman.
But through the sacrifice, carry forth the vengeance of the Ashura. May we be free.
What's up, Howie Mandel?
Threat neutralized?
He's dead.
Good. Glad I could help. My name is
Adrian Bakunin. Throw down your weapons and surrender.
Heard that one before.
In the name of the Interface Council, you're under arrest. Let's go.
Understood.
Now you show up.
We're here, ain't we? Connor wants to see you.
Sure he does.
Hey, wait. Dankin, that's so fucking cringe. You took 7 deaths on him? Oh my god, I blew you out of the water! Oh my god. You should hide your face in shame. I annihilated you. That wasn't even close. Oh my god, I blew you out of the... Hey, wait. Dankin, that's so fucking cringe. You took 7 deaths on him? Oh my god, I blew you out of the water! Oh my god. You should hide your face in shame. I annihilated you. That wasn't even close. Not everyone can be a God-given gamer like me, though. You just don't have that gene in you. Just born without it.
Jack, good job out there. Glad you're in one piece.
Yeah, thanks. Connor wants to see me?
Uh-huh. But please talk to Zoe first. She was worried sick about you.
I will.
And yeah, this guy you brought in, he says he's got some information. Might be worth checking out. Oh, and drop by later. You've missed your appointment.
Sure. See you in a bit.
Later.
No, that was all just tutorial. We're still just in tutorial.
Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. Wish we could get them all, but...
They weren't even all there.
Right. Well,
Thanks to the
one
reset
down,
Armada.
3 to go.
Why were you even there?
I'd been tracking Ahriman for weeks. He showed up out of nowhere, took control of the Hammers, and then used their resources to conduct a large-scale search for... something.
Mitra's body.
Most likely. Anyway, I knew he was going to make a move on the reactor, but I didn't know why. So I came to try and stop him if he pulled anything really dangerous.
By yourself?
I don't have many friends nowadays.
No,
Besides,
don't make it sad.
I had a feeling you might show up.
You seem like a good guy. You can easily get friends if you wanted to. They're the problem, not you. Hold on, quick text message. Oh, also, hold on. Matt just gave me a correction. I was wrong. For the God Slap collab here to win the katana, you don't have to find all 10. You just have to be one of the people that finds at least one of the 10 and you can enter the raffle. Though, obviously, I think finding all 10 would probably be optimal. So, you can be entered with just one. You don't need all 10. I got that very wrong. I thought it needed to be all 10 in order to make it to that. I see. At least I think that's for one of them. I must have misread that when they sent it. Yeah. Okay, that's what.
These Ashura.
So a
Ghost
participation
runners.
award.
That's
I mean, not
reason
everyone's
enough
gonna
to be
find all 10.
Extremely cautious.
I think whoever does
You
is probably
single-handedly
going to
took
be the
down
one that gets
Keymaster
at
who's
least
been in
one of the
power
swords.
for 20 years. Imagine what they can do if they work together.
I got that backwards though.
Can you help me against them?
I believe I can. In the field, if need be, and definitely when it comes to intel. As soon as your friends decide to let me go, I'll get back to gathering
Thanks, Prime
data on
Time.
these GRs. We'll update you directly. I got a feeling this is only the beginning of Dharma's trouble.
Right.
Oh wait, what? Huh. That's interesting. You can have different keybinds for the hub itself. I was wondering why my slide was back to control.
I missed our appointment today.
Yeah, don't worry,
Thanks,
Jack.
Alicia, Brian.
I was just gonna tell you you've finished all the tests.
And?
And you're fit as a fiddle. A heavily augmented transhuman fiddle, but still, the meaty parts of you are...
I was wondering why my slide was back to control.
I missed our appointment today.
Yeah, don't worry,
Thanks,
Jack.
Alicia, Brian.
I was just gonna tell you you've finished all the tests.
And?
And you're fit as a fiddle. A heavily augmented transhuman fiddle, but still, the meaty parts of you are in great...
Oh. Did the other guy throw himself down the well? I guess making them miss. Okay. Who's left?
Alright. It's about that time. About that time. About that time. About that time. I wanna play some Apex. Apex, 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 Apex. Let's get into some Apex. Oh shit. Oh shit. Woo! Shit. Oh, this shit was on this whole time? Apex was on. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
So I want to talk to you guys. You know, I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth.
Should have been a clue that anyone that inspires that level of crazy probably should have gotten out of dating phase.
Girl, not Dwayne Wade exposing Gabrielle Union for being very mean and allegedly aggressive to him during their marriage. It's your girl Letitia with the tea, and girl, do I have some spicy tea for y'all. You know how Gabrielle has been exposing Dwayne's secrets and telling us about how he is gay and has been cheating on her with several men. Well, Dwayne is now firing back and revealing some tea about Gabrielle, exposing her for allegedly being gay. It has been the tea, and girl, do I have some spicy tea for y'all. You know how Gabrielle has been exposing Dwayne's secrets and telling us about how he is gay and has been cheating on her with several men. Well, Dwayne is now firing back and revealing some tea about Gabrielle, exposing her for allegedly putting hands on him. But that's not all, because he also had some more crazy tea to spill about her. Did he just expose Gabrielle for being a lesbian?
You know, divorce it's a matter of public record. And maybe 24 hours before someone found it at the courthouse and it was a news item. Incredibly painful and difficult when it's a public thing.
Okay, so it looks like Dwayne Wade is now finally speaking up against Gabrielle's embarrassing revelations. And as it turns out, he has quite a few accusations of his own, because he is now accusing Gabrielle of being the villain in their marriage and being abusive towards him. Girl, the stories he has to tell are quite shocking, and it just shows that not every relationship that we see on social media is as perfect as they make it seem. In case y'all have been out of the loop, child, just sit back and let me spill the tea, because you know that nobody spills the tea good like me. Okay, so last week, we found out that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade were having some major issues in their marriage, and things were so bad that Gabrielle was talking to some divorce attorneys and trying to figure out how to move on with their marriage or end things. It turns out that a major reason for their issues was the fact that Dwayne can't keep it in his pants and keeps slinging it around Hollywood for everyone who wants a bite. As bad as it sounds, him cheating on her is nothing new, because he's been doing that for the entire relationship right from when they started dating. One of his numerous side pieces spilled the tea back then, saying, I too had my situation with Dwayne. Can't lie, he is great in bed, but I definitely would not take him seriously the way Gabrielle does. He sleeps with and flies me out all the time. They like to act like they are Michelle, saying, I too had my situation. With Dwayne, can't lie, he is great in bed, but I definitely would not take him seriously the way Gabrielle does. He sleeps with and flies bees out all the time. They like to act like they are Michelle and Barack, when in reality, things are not what they say. She continued, every time some type of gossip comes out, they have to make an appearance to show the media how real they are. He's involved with many girls, and that's to say the least. And everyone that deals with him knows this. Either Gabrielle knows this and doesn't care, or she is playing dumb, which I find hard to believe. Well, it turns out that Dwayne wasn't just slinging it to women because he was allegedly doing it with men too. Listen, D-Wade did not discriminate about who caught what he was slinging around because he gave it to men just as much as he gave it to the women. Now, whispers about Dwayne's secretive gay encounters have been circulating for a while, and they've only been getting stronger and stronger by the years, but people haven't really been paying much attention to it. I mean, he has been married to 2 women, and he even had a baby on Gabrielle, so surely that must count for something, right? Well, it seems people now believe that he has only been using the
Hollywood's biggest couples, and a lot of people expected them to have a fairy tale ending and live happily ever after as husband and wife. But even though we love them together doesn't mean that we can't admit that there were a couple of weird things in their marriage that kind of earned them the side eye over the years that they were together. So let's rewind to 2007 when Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union first crossed paths. Back then, life was a bit complicated in the romance department for both of them. Gabrielle was in a relationship, and Dwayne was married to his high school sweetheart, Savon Funchen. But here's where it gets interesting. Shortly after Gabrielle ended her relationship, D-Wade decided to call it quits with his marriage to Savon. Of course, the rumor mill went together. So let's rewind to 2007 when Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union first crossed paths. Back then, life was a bit complicated in the romance department for both of them.
I don't play no field.
And Dwayne was married to his
Slick.
sweetheart, Savon Funchen.
Slick, dude.
Here's where it gets interesting. Shortly after Gabrielle ended her relationship, D-Wade decided to call it quits with his marriage to Savon. Of course, the rumor mill went into his high school sweetheart, Savon Funchen. But here's where it gets interesting. Shortly after Gabrielle ended her relationship, D-Wade decided to call it quits with his marriage to Savon. Of course, the rumor mill went into overdrive, suggesting that they might have had a thing going on while they were still involved with other people. But they both consistently denied any negative during these relationships. Dwayne has been pretty clear that Gabrielle wasn't a factor in his divorce, but you know a lot of folks Gabrielle had nothing to do with the divorce story. It seemed like a bit of a face-saving move, if you ask me. And here's the kicker. In 2010, the same year Dwayne's divorce from Savon was finalized, he and Gabrielle went public with their relationship. Coincidence? Seemed like a bit of a face-saving move, if you ask me. And here's the In 2010, the same year Dwayne's divorce from Savon was finalized, he and Gabrielle went public with their relationship. Coincidence? Seems pretty fishy to me. Savon, not surprisingly, wasn't having it. She believed that Dwayne and Gabrielle had a hand in the unraveling of their marriage, so she actually took legal action against it. She filed a lawsuit claiming
This nigga had face on, no shirt.
she believed that Dwayne's divorce from Savon was finalized, he and Gabrielle went public with their relationship. Coincidence? Seems pretty fishy to me. Savon, not surprisingly, wasn't having it. She believed that Dwayne and Gabrielle had a hand in the unraveling of their marriage, so she actually took legal action against it. She filed a lawsuit claiming that their relationship caused her and her kids a heap of distress. But as luck would have it, the lawsuit got tossed out and love prevailed. Well, for a while at least. Not too long after that, the whole cheating drama started. Rumors flew about Dwayne stepping out on Gabrielle.
Gonna take Olympus by storm, and I'm just getting warm.
First major drama in their relationship, and girl, receipts were flying everywhere, proving that Dwayne was slinging it all across town. You know,
Slang.
can't lie, he is great in bed, but I definitely
I be having them outbursts, man. I do. I be having them hoes, and I be struggling trying to contain myself. Woo! Shit! I had too much energy. Oh my god. Okay, let's get into this Apex.
eyes beat out all the time. They like to act like they are Michelle and Barack, when in reality, things are not what they seem. Every time some type of gossip comes out that they have to make an appearance to show the media how real they are. He's involved with many.
I gotta actually look at this. I'll turn into it some other time.
That's the one thing I can see. Chicken chocolate chip. What? Oh yeah, I gotta turn the AC.
Time to dig up some gold. Pay attention, you might learn a thing or two.
This is your champion. Hey, if you don't like what you see, put a bag over your head.
I'm the jump master. AJ Shea, lead them the way.
Definitely works. Why you give it to me?
Get ready, moving up.
And why am I got? Fuck! I forgot to switch my damn legend. And now I want to play with Lifeline. Oh well. Gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, what's up? Yeah, car.
First blood. First blood already? That's what happens when you get too excited.
I'm really good with the alternator. Level bolt.
Beginning ring countdown. We're already in the next ring. Good. More time to loot.
R301 here.
You want that R301 bit? Oh, I'm gonna crash out, bro. I don't want to play with Lifeline. So it's crash out mode. So I want to die. Pause. We're gonna crash out mode. Where these niggas at? Here.
Might be something good this
They
way.
up here? Or they down there? Yep, they're down there.
Let's go this way.
Hurry your ass up, man. I will leave if you don't catch up.
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader, eyes out for.
Warning. Ring in progress.
We're all inside the ring. Good. There's an evil harvester here.
They're in the neighborhood.
I found a little something extra.
Leveled up. It's upgrade time. Let's see what the Dark ordered. Upgraded and good to go.
They gotta be in the neighborhood. Yeah. Without a doubt, I see Logan.
Attention. Delivering care package.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
I want smoke.
Contact with hostile. Enemy spotted.
Shooting. Shooting. Reloading.
Taking fire. Reloaded.
Spotted an enemy. Taking fire. I cracked an enemy shield. Half the squads are down. Full killed every minute.
Enemy down. New kill leader. Eyes out for him.
Tossing jump drive. Recharging shields.
Well done. Using a Phoenix kit.
Target over there.
Target spotted.
Hold on, I need to heal. New kill leader appointed.
Making contact with enemy. New kill leader. Go on, watch out. Help join if you need it. I'm out of energy ammo.
Reloading.
Fuck, nigga.
It's your lucky day.
Nigga trying to play me weak like I don't got movement too.
We killed the kill leader. They won't be bothering us again. Recharging shields.
Just a come on, say hello.
Champion eliminated. Guess the champion couldn't keep up.
See, yeah, let's replace this bolts with the PK, and then I need we can go. I guess we could go master.
Enemy
Contact.
I didn't have no ammo, bro. I was kind of hesitant to move. Where's not even that loud? Yeah, trash that nigga. They ain't talking about shit.
Round 2, beginning ring countdown.
I'm only staying to get the XP.
I better get moving.
I'm only staying to get the XP. I'm gonna leave. I ain't gonna do that to him, just in case he gets to reviving me. I'll stay, just in case.
Hostile. Danger close.
I gotta take this.
So let's not
I do gotta figure that out, huh?
Giving us about the new legend Alter.
Wow.
We know it's definitely called Alter because in the trailer,
I'll do that when I got a teammate, huh?
hacking the broadcast of the Apex games. And in this shot where you can see the Apex Rumble leaderboard, you can see Alter places over Fuse in first place and puts herself in first place. And you can also see her logo pop up during the trailer. This is her legend icon, and you can see it sort of laughing in a few different scenes as well. You can see it plastered all over the Urban Assault Collection event posters. And finally, let's listen to that laugh again. You can hear at the end
I'm gonna
of the
trade
trailer.
a bit. You trying to see if I'm gonna wait, do it later?
What's going on? Why is Alter appearing in a
I wouldn't go ahead and do it
event trailer? Well, the route they seem to be going
Now I'm
down
more
is
mad.
Alter is tampering with the Apex games. She's hacking the games, she's hacking all the broadcasts, and after the recent Destroyer 2009 incident, maybe this is gonna play into Apex's hands.
Alright, we're gonna do it later.
Maybe we can just play that thing on Alter.
I got pee badly. Which was one that didn't have caffeine in it. Coffee caffeine. Shit. That might have to be the one I drink. That might have to be the one I drink, big dog. I might get some wings today. I got the wings calling my name today. Alright. Put my boy ballistic.
What's going on? Why is Alter appearing in a collection event trailer? Well, the route they seem to be going down is that Alter is tampering with the Apex games. She's hacking the games, she's hacking the broadcast, and after the recent Destroyer 2009 incident, maybe this is going to play into Apex's hands pretty well. Maybe they can just blame the whole thing on Alter. But Alter is doing more than fuel our broadcast. Ulta is actually potentially disrupting the Apex games a lot because she's created a giant green portal in the sky of all of the Apex maps. And through this portal, you can see the entire Olympus map set through it directly at the Apex maps. While the moon in the sky.
Drinks on me after this. Oh, not on me, although that did happen once. Or 9 times.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
This is your champion.
Damn.
I'm John
Life has its ups and
Let
downs.
us do the devil's deeds.
Fortunately, you're down.
Don't mind if I
When you see
do.
me, you'll know it's the end. Or a new beginning. It's all relative, really.
Truth is coming, and I won't be stopped.
Alright. We're gonna go. We're gonna go here.
Destroy them with decorum. Foes landed near me. Someone's achieved first. Foes landed near me. Where's the enemy?
Enemy shield cracked.
Come on. That foe shield.
I need a weapon.
We're already inside the next ring. Good lord.
Thank you.
I'm out of light ammo.
1 sec, healing up.
I'm out of light ammo. I'm out of light ammo. Cheers.
One sec, healing up. Sending out another me. Damn it, he's good looking. Recharging shields. Target's right in front of me.
Being shot at. Rude.
Faking him out with a decoy. You got bamboozled.
Listen.
This Olympus that Ulta has
Not much you can do when you
giant green
land and
portal
don't get shit.
isn't our Olympus. It's from another timeline, another dimension, another universe. Maybe it's just a handcrafted model that she's recreated. Who knows? But it's not our Olympus. That's one thing.
Not gonna lie.
But why is Ulta doing all of this? Well,
I can tell I'm gonna run up damage with him alive.
It's actually an alternate version of Ray, known
But
as
in terms of,
Subject
like,
Zero. Ray has had a very small interaction
damage
with
tracker?
the previous lore. And Subject Zero would make
I've
a
already
decent
ran
amount
up
of sense
2700
because,
just with the
you know, they're
tempest
from a
alone.
different dimension. But that, of course, was just a fan theory,
And
and a
that's the
pretty
old
awesome theory at
one,
that.
I'm
I
saying.
do kind of wish that did come true. But the current belief is that Ulta is
Crazy.
the whole portaling thing. But she's another one of those legends who unfortunately lost their parents. Very similar to Loba, and the reason she's showing up at our
I've
Apex
already
game.
done 7,000 damage with him. To put that into perspective, I've done 21,000 with her. 23 kills. For how many matches? $31 games played. Put this into perspective. 82. It's 1,000 hours. 5,514 games played. It's crazy. Apex kills. How many games? 1,300 games. $150. I've done the best with this bitch though. In terms of like real deal, like what I've done, I put in work with Loba. Shit. I put in work with Loba. 1358. High ground. Could have taken high ground with it. Fuck it.
Is because she wants to get in contact with Horizon because the recent Horizon lore has told us that Horizon is working on time travel to time travel back to her son Newton Summers. And right now Horizon has literally just got her hands on the time gauntlet, which will allow her to build this time travel device that she wants to make. If this is successful,
We've got work to do.
If you need it, I can get it. Anything for my family.
Introducing your champion.
Look at all the skin suits. They don't stand a chance.
pals. Lot of landing's one of our specialities.
Lovely idea.
Be ready, Newt. I knew you wanted to meet us. Spotted a wee hooligan.
Attention. First blood.
Oh, first blood. Well, you can't solve the eternal mysteries of the universe without breaking a few eggs.
Oh, we've got a bad guy. They're close.
Round 1. Countdown.
We're already in the next ring. Good. More time to loot. Guess the champion couldn't keep up. Jump drive in position. I'm down.
I'm at the good to the very top. It's been a minute since I used my bitch, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. She don't need ballistic though. That's just who I'm feeling.
Then she'll be able to time travel. So Alta needs help from Horizon because if she can time travel, she can time travel back when her parents were alive and potentially save her parents and reunite with them. A pretty similar story to Horizon, but I don't think Alta's intentions are super positive. I mean, based on that menacing laugh, I think we're gonna have a few problems when Alta shows up. The laugh alone just sounds like a Disney villain, so I think
Does no one remember the adage? Respect your elders.
Need something? I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
Introducing your champion.
In case you didn't know, you get here by winning. Good luck.
I'm Jump Master. I do this for those who came before. Destroy them. There's a charming spot.
Lovely idea.
We should move there.
Just got resist me, can they?
The nerve. Well. Opening fire.
Spotted an enemy shield. First blood already. And that's what happens when you get too excited. Looks like that champion was on sock. Whole squad down.
Recharging my shields.
Reloading.
The ring isn't far, and we've 1 minute to make the trip. Splendid.
Jump drive activated. Thanks, beautiful.
Ring's near, and we've got 40. You're quite welcome.
Heavy ammo here. Cover this spot, darling.
Much obliged.
Avoid clear.
There are only the best for my friends.
The ring's close, and we've 30 to spare. Would you like a pat on the back?
Remember who hooked you up? I've got your back.
Companions, we're not far from the ring and have 10 sec.
Mama's got you now. Time's up, and we're not in the ring. Move now.
Hooligan here.
Sure. Tossing jump drive.
Opening fire. Reloading.
Reloading. Enemy that way.
Firing on our foes.
Care package being delivered.
Care package approaching. One of the orphans fully stocked with my favorite nightcap.
Taking fire. Jump drive in position. Damn it, that hurt. I'm down.
You might steal.
I'll tell you, I'll be able to run up damage on this nigga. Man, I'm gonna get like average like 200, 300, 400, 500 damage every game with this nigga. That's crazy.
Harder, faster, stronger. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none.
Introducing your champion.
To be the last thing you see will be my honor, legends.
Looks fun over there. Non terre plus ultra! Gonna do some looting there.
The champions lost their title and their life. Found its mark.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Reloading.
Reloading.
Downed one. Cracked. Heads up. We're not. Enemy reviving over here.
We're in the next ring, but positioning is only part of the battle. Shot at. The nerve. Another squad strikes. Act swiftly.
Okay.
Congrats, you bloody lations. You just called in the big gun. I'm going to tear them apart. Politely.
Introducing your champion.
I'm Jump Master. Fear not. Boldness is my ally. time we should journey there. Shredded that foe shield.
Better luck.
I might as well solo no fill, bro. That shit actually makes me more mad seeing niggas leave when it's like, nigga, like, what you on? I'll report your pussy ass, right?
Let old man Fusey show you ankle biters how we did it back in the day.
I honestly should report you.
But this is what we know so far. She has a passive where she can remotely interact with death boxes to claim one item, which can't be armor. So she'll probably open up a small portal and grab a few items from death boxes, and she'll probably use her pink tail claw thing to grab the items from the death box if I had to take a guess. Otherwise, what is that thing even for? I wonder what the range of this is like. If the range is pretty big, then this would be a pretty nice passive. But for the tactical, one that we've actually known was on the way for a while, because a playtest elite of the upcoming legend was going to have an ability where they can teleport through walls. And Ulta's passive is just that, where she can create a portal passageway through a surface. So think if a team is inside a building, or if you need to get inside a building quickly, you can open up a portal, and hopefully that means your teammates can also follow through. Think of it like a mini raid portal that just goes through surfaces that has something on the other side. A mix of Mad Maggie's drill and Raid's ultimate. And that's going to be a really good tactical ability for rotations and for getting past things like catalysts who are bunkered down the building. I guess it depends on how much of an animation there is, because you want to really be able to do these things quickly. And finally, the ultimate, we've actually seen this in early dev footage that was released by Game Informer. So the ultimate allows Ulta to create a regroup point, and once she does that, all your allies can remotely access the regroup point to teleport straight back to it. So imagine you pop your ult, it creates a portal right there, and your teammates, I guess within range, now have the ability to press a button and it will just teleport them back to that spot. So, you know, if your teammates are in too deep, or if your teammates are trailing behind, this ultimate will be super useful. And like I said, we saw gameplay of this. You can actually see a knocked Loba activate this, so it seems like your teammates can also take the portal while knocked. But there's one more thing probably no one else is talking about. In the early dev footage, we saw this pop-up which said "Seen from the Void," which is a new pop-up that's related to Ulta, and I believe this is one of Ulta's perks. It makes sense that this is just a perk, which means while she's traveling through the void, whether it's in her portal or if she's in her tactical, then nearby players are pinned to her or something along those lines, which sounds like a pretty cool perk, and I'm interested to see what the perks actually look like. She probably has a perk where she can take even more items from death boxes, but that's currently everything we know about the upcoming legend Ulta.
It's fairly underwhelming for me. I'm not really interested in a new mixtape mode. I'm not going to buy the new heirloom, and many of the legend changes in the patch notes were nerfs, which are far less interesting than buffs. However,
does no one remember the outing friends? Is that your elders?
Useless, bro. Evac towers now, bro. Y'all make her useless, bro.
This is your champion. Hope you're not afraid to get your hands dirty.
Make that ultimate useless, bro. I don't know what y'all saying about that shit can go far, bro. Man, that's the principle.
I'm Jumpmaster, Gunmaster, and would you believe in an excellent chef?
Hey.
Time we bring the wrath.
I think we should.
Boats landed in.
Hostile right here. I'm taking fire, friends.
Low shield. Took down that hooligan. Replenishing my shields. I killed that brute. Knackered. Need a moment to heal.
I am repairing myself. Hostile close. Let's move this way. Contact with hostile. Forget that. Bridge here.
Cheers. We're in the next raid, but positioning is only half. Bullets landed. This is close for the overheat.
Never saw me coming, did ya? It's cool. They never do.
It was fairly underwhelming for me.
First thing you do is go hide in the corner. You know you're a certified
I'm not
bitch.
going to buy the new heirloom, and many of the legend changes in the patch notes were nerfs, which are far less interesting than buffs. However, today's event was fairly underwhelming for me. I'm not really interested in a new mixtape mode. I'm not going to buy the new heirloom, and many of the legend changes in the patch notes were nerfs, which are far less interesting than buffs. However, Ballistics did get a mini rework of his perks, as Apex admitted he wasn't as strong as they would like him to be. Beforehand, Ballistics' first tier choices were terrible. It was either highlight relevant ammo types in death boxes, or see what's the best item in a care package. Now, his lasting bullet perk has been moved from level 3 to level 2. This triples the lifetime ability, leaving on doorways or choke points. So this leaves a free level 3 perk slot, which is now Speedy Whistler. Successful hits with his tactical provide a 2-second burst of speed. Now this same
You're dead.
hope you're not a...
Hello. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna give you a skin. Nigga. I keep it a V. And they got more skins in here. Y'all did that. I've seen this. I've seen this one. I've seen it. Ain't hard, I'm telling you it's not hard. I already got it. Bruh, I already got like 100,000. I'm tripping. 450,000 damage. What are you talking about, man? Shit not hard. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to get back on my lower shit. I might have to get back on my lower shit.
After playing you for a while, I really think the other option of having today's event was fairly underwhelming for me. I'm not really
This shit gas.
And many of the legend changes in the
This shit gas, nigga.
However, Ballistics did get a mini rework of his perks, and Apex admitted he wasn't as strong as they would like him to be. Beforehand, Ballistics' tiered choices were terrible. It was either highlight relevant ammo types in death boxes, or see what's the best item in a care package.
I've seen this stuff.
His lasting bullet perk has been moved from level 3 to level 2. This triples the lifetime of his ability, meaning you can leave it in doorways or choke points more effectively. So this leaves a free level 3 perk slot, which is now speed plus successful hits with his tactical providing a 2-second burst of speed. Now this sounds amazing. I was looking forward to trying this one. However, after playing for a while, I really think the other option of having 2 Q charges is just the better choice. gold's helmet, his regular ability is a 20-second cooldown, and that speed boost is entirely reliant on that cooldown as well. He's still better than he was, but he needs more love. I wish Apex would put for some of the worst off legends in the game. But I've got some fun games here for you today. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you for watching.
This
See you in 5 seconds, my friends. That's that old man.
the Loba joint.
So this leaves a free level ballistics first tier choice. Today's event was fairly underwhelming for me. I'm not really interested in a new mixtape mode, I'm not going to buy the new heirloom, and many of the legend changes in the patch notes were nerfs, which are far less interesting than buffs. However, ballistics did get a mini rework of his perks, as Apex admitted he wasn't as strong as they would like him to be. Beforehand, ballistics first tier choices were terrible. It was either highlight relevant ammo types in death boxes, or see what's the best item in a care package. Now, his lasting bullet perk has been moved from level 3 to level 2. This triples the lifetime of his ability, meaning you can leave it on doorways or choke points more effectively. So this leaves a free level 3 perk slot, which is now Speedy Whistler. Successful hits with his tactical provide a 2-second burst of speed. Now this sounds amazing. I was looking forward to trying this one. However, after playing it for a while, I really think the other option of having 2 Q charges is just the better choice. Even with a gold helmet, his regular ability is a 20-second cooldown, and that speed boost is entirely reliant on that cooldown as well. He's still better than he was, but the other option of having 2 Q charges is just the better choice. Even with a gold helmet, his regular ability is a 20-second cooldown, and that speed boost is entirely reliant on that cooldown as well. He's still better than he was, but he needs more love. I wish Apex would buff up some of the worst off legends in the game. But I've got some fun games here for you today. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in 5.5 seconds, my friends. That's that old man.
So, Apex is completely underrated, in my opinion, and I love it. With the constant nerfs, plus the addition of evacuation buffers, I feel like Valkyrie is just not that good anymore, not really sought after. If you can do everything with evac towers or anybody else but better, and rotating and stuff like that. Now, that's not to say that Valkyrie is useless. She does go higher than evac towers, and her jetpacks, while they aren't what they once were, she's still pretty much good for taking high and coming back down and taking it again. To see that she's still somewhat useful in the system, and while this was probably one of the most boring updates of this endgame right here, and way back down to the he's still pretty much, good for taking high and coming back down and taking head again. To say that Valkyrie is useless, she does go higher than evac towers and her jetpacks with evac towers or with anybody else but better in rotating and stuff like that. Now that's not to say that Valkyrie is useless, she does go higher than evac towers and her jetpacks. While they aren't what they once were, she's still pretty much, good for taking high and coming back down and taking head again. To see that she's still somewhat useful is this little moment right here. While this was probably one of the most boring, he's still pretty much, to say that Valkyrie is useless, she does go higher than evac towers and her jetpacks. While they aren't what they once were, she's still pretty much, good for taking high and coming back down and taking head again. To see that she's still somewhat useful is this little moment right here. While this was probably one of the most boring bug games I've ever played in my entire life, this end game right here and the way I got out of this situation is the reason why Valkyrie
So now a profit is $60. Girl math is so, bro. And the men were making fun of that shit, and I was just like, bro, you guys, you're not poor. You never grew up poor. Like you have to learn how to take small victories when you're poor. When you don't have fucking money, you gotta learn how to take these small victories when you can. So all these people making fun of that shit, you must have just never been poor in your life. Which, hey, kudos to you. Shout out to your parents. But a guy like me, no. I was doing girl math since 4 years old. I was on PC, and because this is my console account and it didn't merge with my Steam account, what you see is everything that I had on console. So what's a good one? We'll have some cool ones, but not the greatest one. Test the waters. I'm gonna go with this. Oh wow. Oh. Okay. This moves. Egg. Oh, fucking trash. Oh my god. Happy holidays. Am I the only one? Because I should have been shooting all day today. I'm taking this shit legitimately now. Oh, it's over. I bet chat, how much you wanna bet I don't die? How much you wanna bet I don't die this whole game? Holy shit. Alright, that didn't count, That's fine. He caught me off guard, no audio, bro. Exactly. I got movement too. Fuck. The campfire so ass. Doesn't even matter. Gotcha, bitch. She looks fat in this. Why so much fluff? What the fuck is going on with the face and the neck? Hold on. Let me get an arrow view of this bitch. She's ready to go to war against King Leonidas himself. With no throat protection. Right in the middle of the jungle. What kind of army is that? I didn't think that was just a fucking glaring Achilles heel. Straight in the fucking front of your neck. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm gonna go with my favorite one anyways. All that for nothing. Oh, this skin is so sexy. Oh, that shit is so sexy, chat. Oh, this shit is so sturdy. Oh my god. This is so sexy, bro. Alright, chat, I'm getting off 10.5 hours later, babe. So sturdy. Straight in the fucking front of your neck.
Alright, so today's a big day. Go, she's crazy.
Comes and run up the stairs, put her in the mouth, and run off. That's true. Of course she's chasing. Plan B if you want.
It's already a good one.
Yeah, the other in there. On floor. Plan B.
This season, but you're looking to make your way into Masters or any rank that you desire, sit back and take notes because this is the best Apex Legends tier list for Season 19. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright y'all, welcome back. So let's get started with the Legend tier list for Season 19. One thing that I did want to note, remind you guys of, as I said in the introduction, I've hit Predator this season on both PC and console, and so I've been able to play on both of the platforms, and there are a lot of stark similarities between the Legends that exist this season for both of these platforms. And so that's important to note. Despite whatever platform that you're playing on, this video will apply to you. Again, this is a ranked tier list, so keeping that in mind, I want to go over my criteria for this video for you guys. Essentially listing the troll legends, the legends that do not exist in this meta, and the legends that you should definitely stay away from because they'll make your life a lot more difficult playing these legends and facing off against the meta legends. And so we'll start from the bottom and work our way upwards. Especially for these pro easier. And either way, I think that crypto's a weak legend inherently. This season, you will not see many people playing crypto, and that's not without reason. It's a legend you definitely want to stay from, and in fact, there are way better recon legends for you to play if you want to get that recon value out of your legend. This season, crypto is not it. But again, I don't want to hear this in the comments. This does not mean that they are intrinsically weak. But this season, there are better legends for you to be considering that he was such a strong legend. Control pick. Anytime I see a Watson, that's an easy engagement for me and my teammates that I play with. And she does a poor job at controlling the area. She does well in the in-game situations, and if you can get yourself to those in-game scenarios, then that's perfect for you. But with a legend like Watson, she's not a fighting legend, and like I said, in this season is a very aggressive legend meta. So to play a legend like Watson is intrinsically passive, remembering that she is good for in-game situations, but to get to the end games, you want to take fights. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty, and that's not without a reason. Avoid these troll legends, avoid these weaker legends, and play the legends that I'll soon get to that are S tier or A tier, and I promise you, you will gain more points consistently. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty as I've done in the past, but for these reasons, I'll put her in C tier. Another C tier legend we'll have is Ballistic, and to be honest, you can make an argument that Ballistic is D tier, definitely a troll legend. You will not see too many Ballistics being played this season at all. But if you and your teammates are a bit more aggressive and you guys love to take fights, he's obviously a good fighting legend based on his abilities. But there's nothing insanely important about Ballistic that would require you guys to start playing him. And if you are playing him, you should stop playing him and play a different legend, a more powerful legend. Like I said, that's more suitable for the rank this season. And for that reason, I'll have to put him in C tier. Another C tier legend we'll have right now for this season is Valkyrie. With all the nerfs that she's received over the last year, and with the addition of evac towers, there's essentially little to no need much stronger legend and utilize those evac towers for your rotation. Well, I'm not going to get into the nitty situation. And again, you really will not provide you and your teammates any sort of viability with fighting when it comes to getting to endgame, when it comes to rotating. Your portals are okay. I feel like it's a little buggy sometimes, and it can't help you. But it's very situational. And again, you will not see a lot of ashes being played this season. It's not without reason. Avoid these troll legends, avoid these weaker legends, and play the legends that I'll soon get to that are S tier or A tier. I promise you, you will gain more points consistently. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty as I've done in the past, but for these reasons, I'll put her in C tier. Another C tier legend we'll have is Ballistic, and to be honest, you can make an argument that Ballistic is D tier, definitely a troll legend. You will not see too many Ballistics being played this season at all. But if you and your teammates are a bit more aggressive, and you guys love to take fights, he's obviously a good fighting legend based on his abilities. But there's nothing insanely important about Ballistic that would require you guys to start playing him. And if you are playing him, you should stop playing him and play a different legend, a more powerful legend. Like I said, that's more suitable. But if you and your teammates are for points consistently, avoid these troll legends, avoid these weaker legends, and play the legends that I'll soon get to that are S tier or A tier. And I promise you, you will gain more points consistently. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty as I've done in the past, but for these reasons, I'll put her in C tier. Another C tier legend we'll have is Ballistic. And to be honest, you can make an argument that Ballistic is D tier, definitely a troll legend. You will not see too many Ballistics being played this season at all. But if you and your teammates are a bit more aggressive, and you guys love to take fights, he's obviously a good fighting legend based on his abilities. But there's nothing insanely important about Ballistic that would require you guys to start playing him. And if you are playing him, you should stop playing him and play a different legend, a more powerful legend. Like I said, that's more suitable for rank this season. For that reason, I'll have to put him in C tier. Another C tier legend we'll have right now for this season is Valkyrie. With all the nerfs that she's received over the last year, and with the addition of evac towers, there's essentially little to no need for Valkyries on your team. I would prefer that you guys play a much stronger legend and utilize those evac towers for your rotations, just like Valkyrie would use her ultimate for rotations. That's kind of a waste of a pick. Again, playing a much stronger legend and using the evac towers to maneuver throughout the map the same way that Valkyrie could would be a lot better for you in your RP games. In my opinion, of course, this is all in my opinion. And so I'll have to put her in C tier. Another legend that I'll have in C tier category is Octane. And that might be a surprise to you guys. Again, it does not mean that he is weak inherently. I think there can be a lot of viability, especially for solo queuing with Octane, because of his movement. And movement is great for solo queuers out there. But again, with such an aggressive ability-based meta going on right now, a destructive ability-based legend meta right now, Octane provides almost no value for your team. And he's definitely a selfish legend. Considering the only type of team play that you do get out of him would be his jump pad, which again, is weak in and of itself. Will Octane help get you to these end games? Will he help get you and your teammates more kills? Will he help support your teammates? Not too much. And the same logic exists for all of these legends so far. And so, again, I'll have to put Octane C tier. I think there are a lot better legends for you guys to be focusing on this season for ranked. And the same goes for Vantage as well. You get a lot of value out of a legend like Vantage for yourself. But how much value does Vantage give for your team as a whole, whether you're solo queuing or 3-stacked? Not too much. And again, I think she's a pretty fun and strong legend, especially for solo queuing. But with the current legend meta that exists right now, Vantage is definitely going to be overpowered, therefore rendered useless. Legend meta, but with the current legend meta that exists 3-stacked, not too much value out of a legend like Vantage for yourself. But how much value does Vantage give for your team as a whole, whether you're solo queuing or 3-stacked? Not too much. And again, I think she's a pretty fun and strong legend, especially for solo queuing. But with the current legend meta current legend meta that exists right now, Vantage is definitely going to be overpowered, therefore rendered useless. And so I would avoid a legend like Vantage and Octane for those reasons. And so that will conclude the C tier category. From now, you added a legend. There are a lot better legends for you guys to be focusing on this week in and of itself. Will Octane help get you in game, help you and your teammates more kills? Will he help support your teammates? Not too much. And the same logic exists for all of these legends. And so, again, in C tier, I think there are a lot better legends for you guys to be focusing on this season for ranked. And the same goes for Vantage as well. You get a lot of value out of a legend like Vantage for yourself. How much value does Vantage give for your team as a whole, whether you're solo queuing or 3-stacked? Not too much. And again, I think she's a pretty fun and strong legend, especially for solo queuing. But with the current legend meta that exists right now, Vantage is definitely going to be overpowered, therefore rendered useless. And so I would avoid a legend like Vantage and Octane for those reasons. And so that will conclude the C tier category for me, I think, right now. Moving on to B tier. And this is where we'll start to see a lot more viability and the legends that I'll start to recommend that you guys should start integrating into your teammates' comp. Your legend composition is what comp means. So this is where legends start to get a lot stronger. B tier you can definitely get away with. Anything lower than that are the legends that you should more or less avoid. B tier you can make an argument whether you should avoid them or play them. But legends that are definitely stronger than C tier and D tier legends. And so starting off with B tier, we'll go with Caustic, since I see him right there. Caustic is a strong legend, especially if you're in and around buildings. He can definitely delay, stall enemies' fights, third parties. With his controller ability, he can help locate where the rings will go.
Take care.
Towards the end of the game, so that can help you position yourself better for those end game scenarios. With his abilities, with his ultimate, with his caustic traps, he's definitely a fighting legend, so you can easily be aggressive with the caustic on your team. But in those moments where you're not in the building, in those moments where you're roaming around, rotating, being caught in the wide open, which happens more often than you might think, especially with these maps like Broken Moon Storm, where they're so wide open. That's where you'll start to see Caustic's weakness a little bit, therefore putting him in the B tier and not anything higher than that. Another legend that I like to put in the B tier category is Fuse and Maggie. I kind of look at them one and the same. Very aggressive and annoying legends to fight. They're very good for attacking. When it comes to getting in-game situations, or when it comes to getting to the end game, when it comes to supporting your teammates, when it comes to reliability, when it comes to defense, both of them are lackluster in that regard. And so that's why I put them there. If you're a very good and smart Fuse main, same with Mad Maggie, you can help your teammates a lot when it comes to fighting because they are so aggressive. But if you don't find yourself really good with fighting and taking a lot of fights, then you're not really using Maggie and Fuse in the way that they are. So I would recommend against that, in my opinion. But in the right hands, Fuse and Maggie could easily be A tier. But for the bulk of you guys that are playing this game trying to figure out the end game situation, in those moments where you're not in a building, in those moments where you're roaming throughout, rotating, being caught in the wide open, which happens more often than you might think, especially with maps like Broken Moon Storm, where they were so wide open. That's where you'll start to see Caustic's weakness a little bit, therefore putting him in the B tier and not anything higher than that. Another legend that I like to put in the B tier category is Fuse and Maggie. I kind of look at them one and the same. Both very aggressive and annoying legends to fight that are very good for attacking. But when it comes to getting end-game situations, when it comes to getting to the end game, when it comes to supporting your teammates, when it comes to revivability, when it comes to defense, both of them are lackluster in that regard. And so that's why I put them there. If you're a very good and smart Fuse main, same with Mad Maggie, you can help your teammates a lot when it comes to fighting because they are so aggressive. But if you don't find yourself really good with fighting and taking a lot of fights, then you're not really using Maggie and Fuse in the way that they are. So I would recommend against that. So that's why I put in there. If you're a very good and smart Fuse main, Maggie, you could easily be A tier, but for the bulk of you guys that are playing this game, trying to think your category is Fuse. It happens more often than you might think. Your category is Fuse and Maggie. I kind of look at them one and the same. Both very aggressive and annoying legends of fight that are very good for attacking. But when it comes to getting endgame situation, when it comes to getting to the end game, when it comes to supporting your teammates, when it comes to revivability, when it comes to defense, both of them are lackluster in that regard. And so that's why I put them there. If you're a very good and smart Fuse main, same with Mad Maggie, you can help your teammates a lot when it comes to fighting because they are so aggressive. But if you don't find yourself really good with fighting and taking a lot of fights, then you're not really using Maggie and Fuse in the way that they are. And so I would recommend against that, in my opinion. But in the right hands, Fuse and Maggie, you could easily be A tier. But for the bulk of you guys that are playing this game trying to figure out what legends to main, I'll keep them in the B tier for now. Not legends that I would definitely recommend, but you could, assuming that you play them correctly, get away with playing them this season. Next we'll have Lifeline. This is important because this logic will exist for other support characters as well. But Legend of Lifeline is a part of the support class. Support class legends can never be lower than B tier in any meta, in my opinion, because that's how important and insanely powerful their support passive is. The ability to craft banners to get your teammates back into the game. We all know no matter how good you guys are or how bad you guys are, the ability to craft your teammates banners, get them back into the game if the game goes south. Prolong your life as a team, therefore making your way into higher placements can help reduce ability loss. And that's
Let's play.
So for that one, I'm not here at B tier because she is weak and a legend that you really would want to have on your team, but because she is a support legend and she has that ability, you can get away with playing her and nobody's going to cry about it. The difficulty behind Lifeline is that she is very, very good for supporting, but not has that ability. You can B tier because she is weak and a legend that you really wouldn't want to have on your team, but because she is a support legend and she has that ability, you can get away with playing her and nobody's gonna cry about it. The difficulty behind Lifeline is that she is very, very good for supporting, but not so good for offensive or even defensive strategies. But she can get you and your teammates back into the fight with her revive ability, with her reset ability, with her drone and whatnot. And so a good Lifeline player can definitely make an impact. But again, for the majority of you guys, would I 100% without a doubt recommend a Lifeline on your team? No, of course not. Not this season. Not with all the abilities that are being utilized this season. As you'll see in the S tier, you'll see what I mean. So we'll put her in the B tier. And for that exact same reason, we'll put Mirage right next to her. Now, if this was a 3 strikes game mode, these two legends are going to be S tier, but there's no more 3 strike game modes. And also, if you guys didn't know, Apex recently made a tweak today. So if you're watching this video right now, this might be cool news to you. They're bringing 3 strikes game mode back tomorrow, which will be Thursday, November 24th, or 23rd, which is Thanksgiving. So they're bringing that game mode back tomorrow. Those two legends are obviously great for that, but for ranking, we'll keep them in the B tier for now. Next in the B tier, I think I'll put ramp right here. You are starting to see a lot more ramparts being played. Way more than Watson mains right now. And again, because she does a much better job at controlling an area with her walls that she puts down. And they are much better for delaying enemies' pushes into whatever building that you're holding. Because you can put those doors in. So they're bringing that here, you see what I mean? So we'll put her in the B tier. And for that exact same reason, we'll put Mirage right next to her. Now, if this was a 3 strikes game mode, these two legends are going to be S tier, but there's no more 3 strike game modes. And also, if you guys didn't know, Apex recently made a tweak today. So if you're watching this video right now, this might be cool news to you. They're bringing 3 strikes game mode back tomorrow, which would be Thursday, November 23rd, which is Thanksgiving. So they're bringing that game mode back tomorrow. Those two legends are obviously great for that, but for rank, we'll keep them in the B tier for now. Next in the B tier, exact same reason, we'll put Mirage right next to her. Now, if this was a 3 strikes game mode, these two legends are going to be S tier, but there's no more 3 strike game modes. And also, if you guys didn't know, Apex recently made a tweak today. So if you're watching this video right now, this might be cool news to you. They're bringing 3 strikes game mode back tomorrow, which would be Thursday, November 24th or 23rd, which is Thanksgiving. So they're bringing that game mode back tomorrow. Those two legends are obviously great for that, but for rank, we'll keep them in the B tier for now. Next in the B tier, I think I'll put Rampart here. You are starting to see a lot more Ramparts being played this season, way more than Watson mains right now. And again, because she does a much better job at controlling an area with her walls that she puts down, and they are much better for delaying enemies' pushes into whatever building that you're holding, because you can put those doors, you can put those walls right behind doors, and it takes a lot of time to be able to destroy those doors and then destroy those Rampart walls, making her a very viable pick for the endgame situation, which is something that you guys should always be striving for, making it to endgame. But again, she's a one-dimensional legend that does the defensive job extremely well, but does the offensive job pretty poorly. So when you get into these open field fights that are chaotic, when you have several teams pushing you or focusing you, she's good for stalling, staying put, but she can easily be caught in the wide open and end up selling you and your teammates points. And unless you have a lot of practice with Rampart, I would recommend playing somebody else. But again, I would also make the argument that she is a very strong legend for this meta right now. You can potentially put her in the A tier category. But for right now, again, thinking broadly, I'm going to place Rampart in B tier right now, based on what I've seen, based on what I've fought against on both sides. Rampart B tier. And I'm going to go with a little bit of a curveball right now. Why? Because I can. I'll put Wraith as B tier as well. You will see a lot of Wraiths being played, and that's always the case because she's the legend that most people love, and that's cool to her, people like that. And she does have the viability, especially with the rollers. There are a lot of Wraith mates that don't know how to play her properly. And if you don't know how to play Wraith properly, you are selling your team's games. For those, of course, that do know how to play her properly, she can be pretty important for your teammates as an entry fragger and kind of as a support legend. Again, a rotational device that you'll be able to use using her portals. And so if you have spent a lot of time with her and you know the fundamentals of Wraith, for those, of course, that do know how to play her properly, she can be pretty important for your teammates as an entry fragger and kind of as a support legend. Again, a rotational device that you'll be able to use using her portals. And so if you have spent a lot of time with her and you know the fundamentals of Wraith and how to play and maneuver around with her, she can be stronger. And I would definitely put her again, broadly speaking, I'll have to put her in B tier right now. If she wasn't a day one legend and she came out next season exactly how she is right now, you probably wouldn't see a lot of people playing her. But regardless, I think that you can get away with a legend like Wraith. But right now in this meta, it's such a strong ability, destructive based meta. I'd recommend somebody else if you're looking to gain more RP more consistently. So we'll put right there in B tier. And now moving on to A tier. I think I'm doing this perfectly so far in my mind, in my opinion. For A tier, we'll start off with Bloodhound. Bloodhound is like the new version of Seer. So if you love Seer so much over the last few seasons prior, Bloodhound kind of gives you that same effect. Since Bloodhound has been arguably buffed since their last update, I believe last season they made some changes to Bloody. Bloodhound is great because they're a recon legend, so you can scan those beacons and figure out exactly the position of everybody on the map to help you rotate safely to the next zone. So you get a lot of team play viability out of that. Bloodhound scans are very good for opening up fights or even stalling the enemy's push. You wouldn't necessarily think that to begin with, but with Bloodhound scans, it kind of freezes the enemies for a little bit since their location is being revealed in that moment. And especially considering with this Bangalore meta, we haven't talked about Bang yet, but with this heavy Bang meta, having a legend like Bloodhound be able to scan, but also see with their ultimate, you can see them glowing without having to scan. It kind of acts as a counter to Bangalore, making Bloody pretty damn viable this season. And so for those reasons, I'll put Bloodhound in A tier. For the next A tier legend, we'll have Gibraltar. Gibraltar is an insanely powerful legend, but it takes a lot of responsibility to master a legend like Gibby. And so that's one of my caveats for Gibby. But even then, because they're so powerful, because they have fortification, because they have their arm shield, because Gibby has his bubble, because he has his ultimate, there's a lot of slack that he can help pick up if you are a little bit weaker with a legend like Gibby. He kind of does the job for you. The same reasons that I listed for Wraith. You'll see a lot of Pathfinders right now simply because he's a day one legend. A lot of people love his personality and things like that, so he's always being played. But he's a very selfish legend and a very aggressive legend too. And so if you're not fighting all lethal legend long, you might not be the legend A tier for this season. And for that same reason, we'll put Loba at so much value to these team fights.
I thought he was gonna say yes.
So for that reason, I'm putting him at A tier for this season. And for that same reason, we'll put Loba in A tier. Again, as a support legend, as a legend that has movement, as a legend that can get your teammates equipped with the weapons that they prefer using her ultimate. This is a very well-rounded legend to play that can also help, just like Pathfinder, as an anchor, as an aggressor, and she can fulfill all sorts of different roles. And you will see a lot of Lobas being played this season as well for that reason. But again, and this is coming from a Loba made with 150,000 kills. I still play Loba since I'm back on console where all my kills are. That's the only reason why I'm playing her. But while I was on PC and I didn't have a reason to play her, I found myself playing stronger legends that helped me and my teammates out way more in these fights. Loba, realistically, although she's a great anchor, she doesn't have that destructive value to her, which is so important since you're going up against nothing but destructive legends. And so that's why I'm putting her at A tier.
Broken
Although she's
moon,
very powerful,
shattered
she's S tier
yet
for solo
lovely.
queue. Thinking broadly in terms of everybody, I'll have to place her in A tier right now. And the same goes for Revenant. I believe I put Revenant in S tier last season, but after his nerfs and after a legend like Conduit, which has come out this season and that's kind of taken the community by a hold, you do see a D-ranking from S tier to A tier for Revenant, who is insanely powerful, like Pathfinder when it comes to fighting, considering he has his ultimate and movement on top of that. But is he helping you in ways that S tier legends are currently helping you with? And we'll get into those reasons later. Not so much anymore since he got those nerfs. And so that's why I'm comfortable with putting him in A tier for right now. Definitely still a viable pick, and it's not a throw pick at all by any means. And I put some thought into this. If I put Gibby in A tier, I probably have to give Newcastle A tier, although I think Newcastle is slightly stronger than Gibby. He carries a lot of responsibility. And if you're good with that responsibility and you can handle it, then he's easily S tier legend. And so if you can handle that responsibility, then he definitely, I believe transcends into the S tier category. Again, as I have to reiterate many times so you guys don't get it confused. Broadly speaking, for a large amount of the community, for whatever reason, they avoid a legend like Castle, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it has to be because of his hitbox, and it has to be because of the responsibility he carries. But if you can become semi-fluent with Newcastle, especially with a gold knockdown, especially with how crazy and chaotic some of these situations are, he's very good, very powerful. I will not let anybody think differently about Newcastle. Because broadly speaking, for a large amount of the community, for whatever reason, they avoid a legend like Castle, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it has to be because of his hitbox, and it has to be because of the responsibility he carries. But if you could become semi-fluent with Newcastle, especially with a gold knockdown, especially with how crazy and chaotic some of these situations are, he's very good and very powerful, and I will not let anybody allow me to think differently about Newcastle. And on top of that, again, he's a support legend, and he can craft banners and get you and your teammates more consistent RP gains with lower negative RP loss on average. So for these reasons, I put Newcastle in A tier. Which leaves the last four, I guess. We can go in order and we'll talk about each one briefly, but these are the last